Did you know that we are not just our sun sign? That when it comes to astrology, we need to look up our sun sign, our rising sign, and our moon sign. The constellation affects all areas of our life. And in astrology, if you have your star chart, which is your natal chart, natal meaning birth, especially with your time of birth to the minute, you can see everything on your chart. You can see all of the aspects. And when I talk about aspects, I talk about these angles. These angles bring in opportunities and they bring in and they show challenges, what we are dealing with as an individual. Just like when they found Jesus, Jesus was found by three wise men. Who were those wise men? Those wise men were astrologers, scientists. They were the wise men of the ancient days, and they followed the stars to find Jesus. So, Aries is the first constellation, and it is what sets up the season. Aries is that energy, it's that burst of energy. It is the fire sign, it is the warrior energy. Mars is the ruling planet that rules Aries. And if you ever notice, you need Aries people because they will start things. They don't necessarily finish it, but they're that burst of energy that'll start things. They are the leaders. If you look at the season, we need that Aries energy to get the spring going, to get that burst of flowers going. For the Kundalini energy, you need that Aries energy to get spring and all the spring chicks and all nature's animals to be born. That is your Aries. Taurus energy is the second zodiac sign. It comes right after that burst of energy. So Aries is going to take charge where Taurus is going to stabilize. Taurus is a earth sign, so it's going to be connected to the ground. So you're going to see things of food, money matters, the material world. Venus is the ruling planet that rules the Taurus zodiac. The bull is the symbol. So if you ever notice Wall Street, the bull is what represents money. The color is green. It's a very earthy color, which is connected to the grass, food, agriculture. So you're going to see Tauruses be very stubborn, but they're very reliable. They stay in their environments. They love the creature comforts. They want to stay home, which you'll see me doing that a lot. Tauruses are all about the foundation. They're all about the family, ancestry. They like the drums, the drumming music. So Taurus is always going to stay close to the family. They're always going to stay close to the home, but they are stubborn, but very good with money. Well, it depending on certain aspects, but that's what you'll typically see in a Taurus sign. All right, so Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. Geminis are very curious. The ruling planet for Gemini is Mercury. And the symbol are the twins because there's duality when it comes to Gemini, the Gemini energy. You'll see a lot of dual things happening with the Gemini sign. Typically, you'll see twins born during this season. It's very funny, but it's not a coincidence that there are twins born at that time. Yes, I've seen twins be born at different times, but you'll see it typically around this season. Twins or Geminis are actually known for having a gift to gab. You'll see these people in news, on the daily news. You'll see them be writers, communicators, strong in communication skills. They think very smart. Geminis can be kind of scattering energy. They're very adaptable because it's an air sign. Very intelligent. Geminis think on their feet, and they're very quick. They're very gifted in sales. It's known as the merchant. Geminis are ruled by the planet Mercury. So this is why Mercury rules Tuesdays. I'm sorry, Mercury rules Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. And to honor the planet Mercury, you wear green, right? And I was just talking about green as the earth sign for Taurus, but that's a whole different thing. So as far as Geminis go, Geminis are very witty, very smart, and very fast thinking. They can change their mind in a split second. So, they can be known as airheads, but they're just very adaptable. And so we need the Gemini energy for that reason, to be able to adapt when things, have to keep going and have to be able to move quick and adapt to situations on the go. All right, Cancer. Cancers are very sensitive. The Cancer element is a water sign. So anytime you see somebody who can easily cry, it's typically because they have Cancer on their chart. They could have Pisces or Scorpio, but that's going to be a whole different topic there. But cancers are known to be very nurturing. It is known to be very tough on the outside, have this thick shell like the crab, but they never forget the past. The ruling planet or ruling luminary for Cancer is the moon. Typically, when you see the moon on the chart, you can see the mother because Cancer and moon are the same thing. Okay. This symbol, like I said, is the crab, and they're very sensitive on the inside, but they cover that up with a very thick, hard shell. So that's why they look tough on the outside. Cancers are all about the family. They're all about nurturing. They've got that feminine energy. They're good with providing. They want to provide. Typically, you'll know a Cancer when they're always storing up on extra water or always just saving for something. You know, they're worried. They're worried about becoming the bag lady or the bum on the streets. So they're always going to be, working extra for that extra dime, extra penny. Warren Buffett is a Cancer. So Cancers are all about the family as well, just a little different than, the Tauruses, but Cancers have that mothering or nurturing nurturers. They're just, my husband's a Cancer. I mean, he's not feminine whatsoever, but he's very nurturing. Anytime I get sick, he's always there cooking for me. He loves to cook for me. You can typically see a Cancer, that's their love language, is they like to cook for people. They love to cook for people, and they like to make sure people are eating and that kind of thing. So Cancers can be good at restaurants. But you can see other things with people who have Cancer on their chart. And like I said, they're afraid of, they're always saving, they're always storing up on extra food, extra water, especially water. The Cancers have a thing with water. And pretty much that's it. All right, here's the Leo. Leos are, it is the lion. They are a fire sign. Their ruling planet is the sun. And the Leos are known to be, have a thing for their hair. They just have like, they're typically, their hair is lighter. They'll have some gold streaks up there. Their hair is going to be, they'll have a thick mane, especially up here. They'll have a thing with the hair. Leos can be hairdressers. Leos love to be in restaurants. Leos need to live near downtown. Leos need to be, uh, going to restaurants. They love, being around food, around the liveliness where there's a lot of activity going on. Leos typically, depending if Saturn's not badly aspecting their sun sign or their Venus, Leos just are out there. They're out there. People are drawn to them. They're always calling attention to themselves, either positive attention or negative attention. If, they can be poopy, but they're going to call attention to themselves in some form or fashion. Leos, there's always drama when it comes to Leos. Leos, people are drawn to Leos. Leos is that regal energy. You can see Leo energy when they're good on stage. You'll see this typically. You'll see any actors or any famous people. You'll see Leo somewhere's on their chart. Sometimes it's on their rising. It might be in their moon, or it just might be the degree, which is 5 degrees. And Leo energy, like I said, they just need to be on stage. And if they're not on stage, if they're not in front of an audience, they're calling attention to themselves in another way. So, you just have to see what the aspects are on their chart. All right. Virgos. Virgos is an earth sign, and its ruling planet is Mercury. And the symbol for Virgo is the maiden or the virgin. So Virgos are typically very health conscious. It is when it's at the time of the year during the season of the harvest, right? The harvest is getting ready to come in. So you're looking at the wheat, you're looking at agriculture. So Virgos, it is it's an agricultural sign. So it's about the plantation. Virgos is, like I said, they're the perfectionists. These people need to have things in order. They can be they can be very critical of others and very self-critical. Usually they know what's best for others. They're good with their hands. They need to be doing like construction work, or they can be good as a consultant. Typically Virgos are they're the doctors, usually people who go into As a doctor, they'll have a lot of Virgo energy on their chart. And let's see what else. So pretty much Virgos, they are health conscious. They are, perfectionists. Pretty much that's what you'll see on a Virgo chart, or somebody who's got Virgo on their chart. All right, Libra. So Libra is it is an air sign. Uh, the ruling planet for Libra is Venus. Venus also rules Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, and Libra is an air sign. But Venus rules both of those zodiacs, okay? The symbol for the Libra is the scales. So Libras are known to be very diplomatic. They're very charming. They're good with making sure they're keeping the scales balanced. They want to see justice for both sides. They're natural peacemakers, you guys. I know so many Libras. Do you guys know any Libras? Um, Libras, sometimes their downfall is they can't choose. They have a hard time making a decision because they're too busy worried about keeping everything balanced, right? Um, they are typically, you'll see Libras go into law, go into justice. They'll be counselors. Great, they'll make great therapists. And Libras, you'll just see a lot of politicians have some kind of Libra on their chart somewhere. And like I said, Libras really do strive for that fairness. And Libras can be really good with the arts. So you'll see a lot of times, either they're beautiful. Libras have, depending if it's on their rising sign, they'll be very beautiful. They're also fair skinned, very light skinned. And Libra on the chart means that they could, if it's in your, like for me, Libra is in my in the area of creativity. And so my children are beautiful, right? So if it was on my rising, I'd be beautiful, but it's not on my rising. um Venus, like I said, is the ruling planet for Libra. So Venus is all about beauty. So you'll see people who have Libra on their chart, they are very good in the fine arts. They might like to go to museums, or just, love the finer things in life, the good quality things in life, because Venus is the ruling planet. All right, that's pretty much it for Libra. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpios are a water sign. Their ruling planet for Scorpio is Pluto. The symbol for Scorpio is the Scorpio, or it's also the eagle. The eagle is the high functioning, and the Scorpio is the low functioning. But those are the two symbols that represent the Scorpio. Scorpios are known to be leaders. You'll see a lot of politicians. You'll see, just a lot of people who have leadership skills have some strong Scorpio energy on their chart. Now, Scorpios can also have a fascination with life and death. So you may see that these serial killers, there'll be some serial killers that I have studied. They have some strong Scorpio energy on their chart, or Pluto is badly aspecting their Saturn. Pluto's badly aspecting their moon. It's also badly aspecting their sun sign. Um, Wherever Pluto and Scorpio is on somebody's chart, if it's badly aspected, you might see some tendencies on there to have some really deep tendencies for life and death. Scorpios can have a fascination with the occults. Okay. And they're known to be, Scorpios are very sensitive. They are, they have this deep emotional depth about them. My firstborn, he is a Scorpio, and he has a lot of depth to him, but he's also, you can't argue with my son, although he does have moon in Libra, so he does like to keep the scales balanced, so that actually balances out his Scorpio energy. And then he's a rising Capricorn. But anyway, I digress. Scorpios, any Scorpios out there, put that in the comments. I'd be curious to see what you know about them, or if any of this resonates. And I forgot to mention one last thing: Scorpios are really good in bed. Okay, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is a fire sign, and Sagittarius ruling planet is Jupiter. The symbol for Sagittarius is the archer, or the horse, half man, half horse. So typically, depending on their rising sign, you'll see Sagittarius people have really strong, thunder thighs or just big legs, buttocks like a horse. I mean, just really great, um, great build about their legs, and they can typically be tall. If they have a ninth house sun, they'll be tall. um, so Sagittarius people are, like I said, the ruling planet for Sagittarius is Jupiter. So Sagittarius energy and that Jupiter energy is just very optimistic. It is they're very happy-go-lucky sign. They're very hopeful. It is a worldly sign. Mercury and Gemini is more local, and Sagittarius is more worldly. These people, they're wanting to know. They're seekers. They're wanting to know, not local is not enough. They want to know what's happening in the world news. They want to go to the other side of the world. They're going to travel. They're going to be your worldly people. Typically people who are Sagittarius, they'll either become librarians, they'll become lawyers. And Sagittarius people are, they're happy-go-lucky, they're optimistic. They're gonna, they might be college professors. So you'll see a lot of Sagittarius people, they're professors on a larger scale. They're great with comedy. A lot of times they have that foot and mouth syndrome where, they're outspoken because of that fiery energy. They're gonna say things that, they'll realize, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have said that, right? So, and Sagittarius is more of that foreigner. It's going to be that, foreigner from another country kind of thing, because Sagittarius people, they just need to travel the world. All right, Capricorn. So Capricorns are, they are an earth sign. It's very stable energy. The ruling planet for Capricorn is Saturn, and the symbol for Capricorn is the goat. Goats are Capricorns are achievers. You just picture the goat. The goat is always wanting to climb. I don't know if you've ever owned a goat. We have. And goats are just constantly wanting to climb on top of everything because they're trying to go after everything. But Capricorns are achievers, okay? They're very ambitious. They're always going to be trying to climb up the ladder. They're going to either continue to go for that next degree, or they're going to be always trying to go up the corporate ladder. They always look up to their elders because the elders are the wise ones that taught them. They don't really have respect for anyone else, anyone younger than their elders. They're not going to have a lot of respect for those people. Capricorn people can be seen as cold. They're rule followers. They really, really respect the law. They're going to always be on time unless they have something badly aspecting their Saturn or their sun sign. If Neptune is badly aspecting there, sometimes that can happen. But typically Capricorns want to be, they're always on time. They're very, or everything has to be in order, almost kind of like the Virgo energy, not exact, but Capricorn is all about the law. It is the rule. They want to make sure everybody's following the rules, and they won't have no respect for you if you do not follow the rules. Okay. I mean, that's typical of a Capricorn. Like I said, if there's other bad aspects on the chart, then, that would affect their true nature. The true nature of a Capricorn is to follow the law and order, and they're achievers. Okay. And pretty much that's it. Capricorns are like Tauruses, very stable energy, and late bloomers. So Capricorns and Tauruses are like the acorn. They don't show their grandness until, in their old age, right? That's when they really get to play, and people will have more respect for them. They're like that acorn taking 100 years to grow into an oak tree. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So Aquarius is an air sign, and the ruling planet for Aquarius is the planet Uranus. The symbol is the water bearer. So a lot of times people confuse that the water bearer symbol, thinking that Aquarius is a water sign, but Aquarius is not a water sign. Aquarius is an air sign. Okay, Aquarius people are very far thinking. These people are geniuses. Sometimes they can be accused of having this like alien, they're kind of like aliens because they're kind of weird. Okay. Aquarius people are humanitarians. They're very friendly. They're very forward thinking. People have a hard time understanding Aquarius people because Aquariuses are geniuses. They're so, I mean, they're just so intelligent. These people are so intelligent. A lot of times they can't put what they're thinking because they're way out there, like in another world. They're not worldly, as they're like out of this world. They are, like I said, the geniuses. And a lot of times they can't put what their thoughts are into words because they are so intelligent sometimes. And we need the Aquarius people to push humanitarian or push humanity out. We need Aquarius people to invent. They're the inventors. Okay, these are these quirky people. They're rebellious. They're quirky. They are eccentric. They're just very different. You can see an Aquarius people from a far away, um, but they have a vision. They have a vision of how to improve humanity. That's Aquarius. Aquarius is our My mother is an Aquarius, and sometimes it's just very hard to understand them, like I said, and sometimes friendships are lost or relationships are lost. My mother is estranged from me, but she was an intelligent woman, very intelligent woman. Do you know any Aquariuses? I forgot to mention about one more thing about Aquarius. Aquarius people are really good with technology. So, like I said, they're very far thinking, very, very advanced. They can be seen as aloof, and the big takeaway is they are so advanced. And sometimes, like I said, they can't put those things in words, but they're always going to be good with technology. Last one, Pisces. Pisces people. Okay, Pisces is the water sign. Its ruling planet is Neptune. Neptune was discovered about the same time when the camera was discovered or invented. The camera is what creates an illusion. It dissolves things. Neptune dissolves things. So Pisces is about the dream world, about illusions. It's about fantasy. These are the daydreamers. The Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Just think of the king of the sea, the pitchfork. Okay, that is the symbol. The fish. The fish are out in the sea. And again, this is a water sign. So Pisces people can be good with intuition, good with visions if they tap into it and use that muscle. So the downside about Pisces is sometimes they have a hard time making decisions. They have a hard time getting up and go, depending on what other aspects they have on their chart, right? Sometimes their Pisces people they have a hard time waking up. So sleep is a big thing for them. They are night owls and want to sleep during the daytime. So mornings could be a hard time for a lot of Pisces people. My brother was a Pisces, and I remember my mom had the hardest time with him getting him up in the mornings. Again, it all depends on what you have on your chart. If you have some bad aspects, or if you have some good aspects too. Now, like I said, Pisces people are very intuitive. They're compassionate. They're artistic. Pisces people are very artistic. So Pisces rules the feet. So you'll see that Pisces people have a thing with their feet. And either if it's their rising sign, they might be flat-footed, or it could be positively aspected, and they may be good dancers. Michael Jackson had a lot of strong Pisces on his chart, and he was a great dancer. So, yeah, you'll see a lot of people with Pisces on their chart that are they're amazing dancers. Okay, pretty much a wrap for the zodiac signs. If you made it this far, thank you. Thank you for watching it till the end. If you know your birth time, put that in the comments. I am going to be putting out a weekly contest. If any of this resonated, please give me a like, share my video, or if you haven't subscribed, please do so now. That would be amazing. Y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching.